Hi friends, this is the second video where I'm playing through 8 intermediate high D whistles. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that they're better than cheaper ones or worse than more expensive ones. It's a grade we kind of put on them, but I've seen professionals playing any of these 8 that I'm introducing. And in the first video, I'll put a link at the top, I introduced the ones that you'd expect to see me introduce. The Killarney High D, the Wild Irish High D, the Lear High D, the Shush Pro High D. Those, I'd say, are the 4 stalwarts in the hovering around $100 price range for an intermediate high D whistle. There are others, and again, I want you please comment in this video what your favorite high D is, whatever grade range it might be, and just let us know that. But in this video, so I've introduced those 4. In this video, I'm introducing ones that you might not have thought of because they're not as visible or talked about as much, but they're ones worth knowing. The Rui Gomez high D, this is the brass. The Mazur, forgive me, pronunciation there, Mazur high D. The Goldfinch high D. And I'm actually pulling up the front runner from the inexpensive, the under $20 list of high Ds I did. I'm bringing up the Tony Dixon single piece polymer high D. You could argue whether you like the polymer high D or the Clark Sweet Tone. It's up to you, but I chose to bring this one up. Now, this one is not tunable, but I wanted you to hear this whistle with the others. So, I'm going to do what I did in the first video. In this one, I won't go through the introductory material because you can find that in the first video. So what you want to hear is I'm going to play a scale on each of these, walking through them. Then I'm going to play After the Battle of Aughrim on each of them, walking through them without the repeats. And then I'm going to play the A part, not repeated, of Off to California. Because as you hear each of these different things, you're going to catch different nuances of the tone qualities. So, Rui Gomez scale. Now, there are a couple of notes I'm still working to get my breath pressure right to bring them up into tune. But anyway, it plays very well. Nice tone, good loud whistle. Here is the Mazur high D. Alrighty. On the Mazur, I've got to be careful how I play the highest notes, but that's a matter of learning to do that. That's not a failure on the whistle. Remember, every whistle's different. The Goldfinch. Alrighty. The Goldfinch. Perfect packing whistle. Will not be disrupted by temperature variations. And now, so that you hear it, the Dixon single piece polymer under $20 whistle. Alright, so that's that on each of them. Now, I'm going to play through each of them in the same sequence. I'm going to play through After the Battle of Aughrim once without repeats. All right, Rui Gomez after the Battle of Aughrim. The same thing, same way to play through after the Battle of Aughrim on the Mazur. Alrighty, the same on the Goldfinch. Alrighty. The Goldfinch is out of these four, the Goldfinch plays the most freely of them, yet maintaining an excellent tone. A lot of clarity in the tone on the Goldfinch, if that's what you're after. Now, the Tony Dixon. All right. I'm including this because it really holds its own among the others for the cost, and that's kind of crazy. And it's also including it to prove the point that cost doesn't necessarily equal a whistle you're going to want. It's a very inexpensive whistle. I think it's a great whistle. Off to California, just the A part on each, the Rui Gomez first. Alrighty, the same on the Mazur. Now, the Goldfinch. All right, and finally, the same bit from off to California on the Tony Dixon single piece polymer. Alrighty, so like I did with the first group before, I should tell you the costs and where to get these. The Rui Gomez you can get from him or from Big Whistle, $84, and I'll put those links down below. The Mazur you order directly from the good folks at Mazur, and I'll connect with them through Facebook, and I'll put a link to that. Goldfinch, $47 for this high D, and I'll provide a link to how to connect with them. And the Tony Dixon, you could buy all kinds of places, but I'll still give you a link. So I hope you enjoyed hearing these 8 whistles. As I've said before, I can't tell you which one you like. You've got to listen to the tone, listen to some of the playability. You know, I kind of have value judgments of my own, and I like many of these for different reasons. And so again, if you need me or would like me to dig more into any of these, I'll be happy to do that. Because I know I haven't done a deep dive on most any of these whistles. And so if you want, I'll do that very happily. I don't think you'll be dissatisfied with any of the 8. I included the first video of 4, not to promote them above the second video of 4, but because those are the ones that, those are the tones and the ranges that most folks are after in an intermediate grade whistle. And I am excited that there are other manufacturers providing other whistles as well for us. And so that's why I really wanted to introduce these other 4 as well, so that you have 8 whistles from which to choose. Please, again, comment in the bottom other whistles in the range that you really like, and I'll try and see if my budget permits me to get a hold of one, and we'll share those as well. Until next time, my friends, this is Scott Shade. Happy whistling.